Hello, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Caprill. This is from one of my favorite books. It's called Profit First. If you know any business owners, get them a copy of that book. Great book. All right. Before I get started, I need to do a little personal bragging. As you may know, some of you may know, I've become over the last 4 years a slightly addicted pickleball player, in fact. This shirt's got pickleball paddles. When I lived in Nashville, I lived in a somewhat obsessed pickleball community. We had 6 courts, and there's 3,000 homes in this community, but there was probably about 100 very avid pickleball players, and we would play each other a lot, etc. And so when I moved up here, I had to meet a whole new community. And the one thing I needed more than anything was a tournament partner, because there's all these tournaments that you can play. And the nice thing about them is, yeah, they're competitive, but really the fun thing about them is you get to play new people that you normally have. So I had to go get my new partner because my old partner, Vinny, is still down there in Nashville. So found a new one, just approached a guy whose game I liked, asked him. We entered our first tournament this weekend, and we won. We didn't start off great, but we got better as time went on and were able to win it. So anyway, I had to tell somebody, right? So in any event, by the way, if you've ever wondered about playing pickleball, highly recommend it. It's not a hard game to learn. It's not a hard game to get good at. Even if you have a modicum of athletic ability, you'd be surprised how quickly you can adapt to the game. Even if you have limited athletic ability, there's different levels, etc. All right, so I just want to kind of take this time to do a I told you so moment, and I don't usually do a lot of these, and I'm always a little careful about doing them because I'm recording this on May 19th, and you're not going to get it until June, so I could be wrong, but up until May 19th, I am right. And that is all this turbulence that we saw on the 2nd of April as a result of the tariffs. Markets are back. I mean, this fear of tariffs and the politicization of it was so bad that I was literally in church, and the pastor, he just kind of snuck it in. But it was kind of like, if you're going through troubled times, and he starts rattling off potential things, loss of a spouse, children in trouble, health, whatever. And then he somehow threw in tariffs. Guess what? I'm going to a new church because I don't believe that the pulpit is a place for politicization. But in any event, as I expected, these were not going to be permanent problems. This was negotiation. This is what countries do. And again, I'm not trying to be political, but if you looked at how things were skewed between really the whole world versus China, there was time for some of this. And probably the one country that does have some challenges coming is Canada, because there's a strong desire to bring back to the U.S. the things that we've been getting from Canada, and we don't necessarily need Canada for doing so. But, global equities weathered this storm great, which is why in your nice, boring portfolio with me, you did not see big losses. And in fact, year to date, you're probably up. I say probably because everyone's portfolio is a little bit different, but you should be up. This is as of May 19th. So that's the whole idea. This is why you're in all those different asset classes. This is why we do keep a small percentage of your portfolio in cash. This is why you own small companies in foreign countries. We're not trying to put all your money in what we perceive to be the winning asset class this year. If we could, we would, but we don't know how to do that with skill. It would be purely speculation. We also want to minimize your volatility as much as we possibly can. So this one's over. You know what? There'll be another one. There'll be another one after that. Another one after that. That's economics. Hopefully, this one will, be in the rearview mirror, kind of like COVID. I mean, remember that one? Remember how COVID was going to destroy economic markets? So there's always a lot of talk. just remember, we know going in there's going to be volatility. We diversify in order to minimize it. In the long run, steady wins. Take care. Talk soon. Bye-bye.